behind the bar and just bartending is pretty fantastic.
Yeah, I'm all about it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this Wargamer. I'm your host, Rob. As we say, welcome everyone to the show. I am joined today by Bud Keeler and Dayton O'Bray for the Canadian Showdown.
Geez, you didn't say we were going on the show. I thought we were just hanging out and painting.
Oh, Canada.
How's it going, everyone?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Bob and Diadrin, MJ Pegasus, Winner Dave, K Dread. What's happening? Helgamar, thanks for resubscribing. Dan Don't, Perkysaurus. That's right. It's a Commonwealth show. The plan is to eventually get an Australian in here as well, and then we'll have kind of the Commonwealth. That really shows how much I don't understand how many other nations are in the Commonwealth.
The Commonwealth Games is just 4 people that get together from different countries.
Today's show, I would like to let you all know, is brought to everyone from the Honest Wargamer Patreon, without whom we could not survive. So thank you very much. This goes out to everyone who listens to the podcast. Please stay hydrated, and also to all of my fuckers on YouTube, who, as I understand, like sharpening their blades right now. It's getting very fighty in the YouTube comments. Pretty aggressive. One of them yesterday said that they're getting protection money from the local Games Workshop to keep positive reviews up. So big shout out to the YouTube crew. Love you all. And Twitch chat, finally, you gorgeous people.
I heard that YouTube was the one that started the riots in Paris there yesterday. I think they're the ones that cited it.
Oh, what did they got the riots stuff going on again?
They went back
in
Paris. Yeah,
going at her, huh?
One are pretty hard, eh? The gloves are dropped, eh?
So is this like a line brawl or a bench clearing brawl? Huh? What kind of level of brawl are we at here?
They be clearing the benches, eh? Their penalties be handed out left, right, and center.
That's bad. That's scary. You don't know who's coming up behind you. You get up against the boards and you grab a guy, you jersey pull him down. You just hold him down and you're looking around the ice surface to see who else is coming at you.
Can I just tell you, last night I spent at least an hour watching different Goon clips on YouTube from the film The Goon and Goon 2 in prepreration for this show. If that helps.
That's a right prep. Then you go.
That's
the
top
slap
shelf
shop
there. Oh yeah, yeah, that's bar down.
Wait, Demon Doc says, "Hey, first time catching this Wargamer while under the shower. It's the first time for everything." That is very deviant of you. We enjoy that. Right. So today's show, because I'd like to say that I've entered my John Belushi phase of content creation, as was preceded by these two doing just Hooser accents for however long I had to deal with it. So today is going to be an English fella and 2 Hoosers. I don't know what that means. We're going to just talk through the Gloomspite Gitz War Scrolls. In no way is there going to be any tactical information in here. We're just going to talk about how great they are. Fight me. Yeah? Dayton, not sure. Dayton, should we go straight to spiders?
I'm as surprised as you there, bud.
He's our spider expert.
You are? Okay. Let's talk
about... I'm 2-0. Let's talk about that for a second. If it wasn't for the missions being super zany, I think I'd be just like in the muck with Dan and Stormcast. But because of the missions, I'm doing really well.
Okay, that's good. Thanks to everyone in the chat. Sep the Great, Perkysaurus. The French women's hockey team is always getting 2 minutes for hooking. What the hell, Perkysaurus?
Wow. Wow.
I don't know what any of that means, but okay. Pete Pratt, can we make a call out to all the TOs to standardise the way they enter lists in our events? It's a bloody nightmare trying to get info for some of these events. Pete, that's why we invented the Honest Wargame website, literally, because I hate TOs. Like, I love them for what they do, but also, like, they're like, hey, yeah, do you want to send your army list in on, like, a piece of parchment that you tattooed on? Yeah, like, that's fine. No problem. I'll scan it. I won't take a photo of it. I'll scan it. Sideways in portrait, not portrait, landscape. It's going to be super weird. Like, thanks.
Yeah. It was in pencil, so you could only see like every other stroke on the handwriting. So you have to kind of fill in
charcoal.
The rest of it.
So then when they scanned it, it just smeared it all.
Oh, that's even better.
Pete,
welcome to my pain for the past 3 years. It's the
worst.
Took
the leftover fire, went and got a log, and then scribbled some piece of stone. Chucked it through your window.
I think the people
on a
who
brick.
tattooed it on their arm were the real ones. They were like, "Here's my list. Yeah, read it once. This is it."
You know what I saw? A really good. I saw a Diz tattooed on a guy's knee.
A what?
That's Diz, D-I-S, on his knee.
What does that mean?
Disney.
Oh my God! Oh, we ended the show.
Just stop it right now.
You got two dads on. Prepare for it.
Owen says his favorite way. His favorite way of getting a list is when it's a screenshot of Battlescribe in a single paragraph where it looks like continuous stream of consciousness for the win. Agreed. Yeah, they're great. I'll fax it to you, says MJ Pegasus. Send me your fax number on your BlackBerry. Also works.
Make sure you
iMessage
page
it
him before, or else he won't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's right. He's got to switch it over so he doesn't answer the phone because he doesn't have a special ring for the fax line.
Right,
it's a fax.
I'm going to start talking about some units if you guys are interested.
Like who's?
Can you guys hear the sanding in the background?
Is that what's going on? Okay, I thought it was someone's cell phone.
I didn't think you should be able to hear it. Let me turn it down a little bit. See if I can.
No, that's fine. I got a picture going on in the background, so I know. Respect for
That's almost like belt sander vibration going there.
That's as long as it's not bad for the audience. Let me know. I'm not sure. We'll see.
So what's being
show.
sanded?
You're not missing much.
Yeah. What's being sanded? Like what's being used? What kind of sander?
The arena is getting its final makeover for promo shots.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what's happening.
Is he using like a palm sander or using a two-hander sander? Or...
Yeah,
he's actually using his tongue. He's just very aggressive. Like,
I mean, we got a Mennonite in the chat. Is he just like hands?
Yeah. You gotta take the sand and you actually dump it on, and then you just like sand on, sand off. I don't know, wax the floor.
Winner Dave, I can't wait to see the coach's lounge. Me too, Winner Dave. If there's anything like the streaming booth, get ready for the best house party you had. Huh?
How's Bud doing in the tournament?
Yeah, Bud, how are you doing? Catch us up. How you been doing, Bud?
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm 2-0. I haven't really had many scares yet from my opponents, so I'm kind of worried about that spider list. Who did I play my first one? Oh, I played Dan in his Stormcast, and he was very excited because I killed all his Liberators. That was the main goal in that game, was for the Liberators to die. Moose Puck did very good that battle. As well as 2 minutes for cross-checking. They were outstanding. Those are the names of two of my Thunder Tusks, by the way.
What are their names?
Moose Puck and 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Okay.
Cross-checking, if you don't know, is you take a stick and you just run up behind him and you hit him across the back.
You don't even have to be behind them, really. I mean, famous Jamie McCowan on Dale Howard. Chucky caught him right across the ribs and broke a rib, knocked him out for the playoffs, eh?
Oh, yeah.
What team? By the way, I don't support a hockey team, so which team am I supporting now?
Not the Jets. They've lost 6 in a row. This is horrible.
And one of the Canucks players he's under allegations for sexual misconduct.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Let's not cheer for them, So,
okay.
Canada's
can't cheer for Toronto because that's barely Canada.
I guess you could go for Habs because you can't. They're one of the originals. So
can't cheer for Montreal because they're Montreal. See, in my area, there's a lot of French towns and a lot of Mennonite towns, and all the Mennonite towns cheered for the Leafs, and all the French towns cheered for Montreal. So, guess who's had the better of that rivalry the past 50 years?
I think after 50 years, the rivalry should be over. I guess I should probably tell that to the Eastern countries.
Yeah, well, the British and the French could maybe mention that too, Didn't they have a 200 years war?
Is this going to be just a lead off into religion? Is that what we're going to discuss?
No, we're going to Gitz. No, right, let's move on. Let's talk.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right, here we go. Right, so I'm going to start talking about some units. The Gloomspite Gitz and why they're great. I'll start with Spider Riders. Yeah, they're 100 points for 5. Dayton's been using them. I'll read the narrative, and then I'll like yours two's feedback on them, please. Skitter mobs of spider riders stream across the battlefield, pouring through, over, and around even the densest terrain or most formidable fortifications. Drama. They encircle their foes, pelting them with poisoned arrows and jabbing them with crooked spears.
5s and 5s.
Yes. They've got 2 wounds and they've moved 10 inches. They've got a 5-up save. They can ignore terrain as if it wasn't there because of their wall crawler ability. It can pass across terrain features in the same manner as a model that can fly. Exciting. And then any 6s to hit with their fangs inflicts a mortal wound. And they've got 2 attacks with those fangs that hit on 4s and wound on 4s. So 10 attacks.
In addition.
In addition, they they can add 2 to run rolls, and in addition, 1 in every 10 models in that unit can be a spider totem bearer and add 2 to the bravery characteristic, taking them to bravery 6.
What? It's outrageous.
So how do you rate them, Dayton? You've used them. What are your thoughts?
By themselves?
Yeah, man.
Hot garbage.
Hot garbage.
But if you get them with the gift of the spider and they're under the full moon, a little bad moon,
The bad moon.
they can do some work because then they're mortals on 5s and 6s, and they're 2 mortals instead of 1.
Okay. And have you had much success with trying to enact that combination?
I've got a little bit. I did it pretty good against James and whittling down his slaughter or whatever big angry corn guys that James sleeps with now. What's his name?
Bloodthirsters? Scarbrand?
Bloodthirster.
Bloodthirsters. They did well, and the fact that it's good that they ignore terrain because they're on large bases.
They are on quite large bases, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're you send them in and you hope for some 6s, and it's like 6s are mortal wounds. And it's not in addition, so that's it.
I bet they play super well into Archeon.
Like
how many spider riders?
In what way?
All right, that's spider riders. All right, I'm going to move on. Bud, give me another unit that you like from the Gitz. Talk to me.
From the Gitz. What about the Skitter Leap, the Ragnarok?
Oh, you want to do the Skitter Leap? Okay, interesting. Let me go find his gubbins. A Ragnarok. The Skitter Strand, you mean?
Oh yeah, that one. It had Skitter something.
Yeah. So the Skitter Strand of Ragnarok is creeping out from their webbed, wreathed Shishian layers. Skitter Strand and Ragnarok spiders burst through temporary realm gates to snatch up their prey, biting off heads and injecting the paralyzing venom, and dragging choice victims away into the darkness. Into the darkness. They have got 8 attacks with their chitinous legs, which have got a 3-inch reach. 3 inches, bros. They hit on 4s, wound on 3s. They rend 1, they do damage 1. And they've got 4 attacks with their monstrous fangs, which hit on 2s if they're unwounded, wound on 3s, rend 1 d3 damage. 14 wounds with a 4-up save. They move 8 inches, which is awesome.
Well, I had to look up to make sure I caught the sarcasm. It's like, wait, that was sarcasm, right? Okay.
Yeah, I want it to be very confusing whether or not it is.
Okay, good. You're doing good at this, Rob. It's like you host this show 400 times every 2 years.
It's not even 400.
Are we 420?
420
today.
We're close to 420.
Oh.
Just blaze it. Yeah. Then they can ignore terrain, obviously, and then monstrous fangs, 6s to hit, do d3 mortal wounds. They've got 4 of those attacks for d3, but they've got ambush from beyond. Skitter Strand of Ragnaroks burst from temporary realm gates to capture and drag off their screaming victims. Instead of setting up this model on the battlefield, you can place it to one side and say that it's set up in ambush.
Ooh.
And then at the end of the movement phase, you can set up 1 more from reserve. Yeah, ambush.
A boost.
A moose and a bush.
Do you like... hey, Dreadwoods. Do you like the Skitter Strand Ragnarok? Do you like the idea of a ambushing monster? Gets around the movement problem.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the only reason I said that one is so that I could reference Lord of the Rings, where Gollum goes, "She can do it for us." Yes, yeah.
I mean, if that's it, then I'm out. Then that's great. Like, we can just carry on.
Yeah, why wouldn't you want a monster? They would get shot off the first turn.
They still lack a lot of offense for such a large model, eh? They're like the Oilers against the Tampa Bay Lightning, eh? Like it's not even really a game.
Oh, it was gay. So are we talking pre-Connor McDavid or post-Connor McDavid? With Draisaitl or without Draisaitl?
Can I?
Why did Rob put us together?
My question
this is 2 of the 3 of the hosts of Party at the All Points. You think this is going to be real? This isn't real.
This is real. My real question is I don't think that these are bad. I think you just need to get better. That's my argument.
Right. Get good.
Get good. I'm sick of people not getting good with their armies, is where I'm at. Little side note, did you see that Drukhari have got a 79% win rate outside of mirror matches from this weekend's tournament?
Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic.
I'd ask about what Zincha is like now, but you're going to say find out tomorrow on the stats show with Owen because I don't want to give it away.
You know it. You know,
Stay
but there is a
tuned
battle
for
plan.
Owen's stats show when he gets his ass kicked by me after this match or after this show.
Oh, nice. Nice. I think one of the common things with Gitz that we'll see through all of these is because some of the synergies just don't work very well, like in some of the other books. Like if Gitz had some of the better synergies, some of these units would be a little better, you know?
See, thank you to Idius Knight for talking about it. You just need to... Bud, if you play spiders, just play with spiders and then just wait for the meta to adapt to the spiders, and then you'll do much better with the spiders. I think the main problem is you're trying with the spiders in the current meta, so if you wait for the meta to adapt to the spiders, you'll do better.
I'm just waiting for the Nathan coaching service to really get my Gitz army right up to the top tier.
That is correct. Everyone, I'd like you to know we're trying to raise some funds for the TSN Arena. Nathan has offered a 1-hour coaching session to be bid upon at some point in the future. I would like to kind of just generally gauge people's interest in such a service. So Twitch chat, we've never offered a coaching service on the Oswald game before, but a exclusive 1-hour, one person only ever of Nathan coaching. Would that be something people would bid on? Yes or no? I think. K-Dread £1. The bidding does not begin now.
This is some deep cuts, by the way, what Rob is getting into.
I told Bud we're only at deep cuts now. Like, you have to, like, if someone new joins the show, they're like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, go back 400 episodes, and then
if you're running a charity service, don't donate your coaching services to try to raise funding. Get off your high horse. Put something physical that people want. But I stand corrected. There are actual bids on that now. They're just not very high.
£69 and 69p. I mean, that's not bad. Oh, you mean? Oh, you're talking about the other coaching service.
Say price is a 6-pack in the bag of cheesies, eh?
Cheesies.
Do you guys do tailgating?
Yes.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Because that's not we don't have that in England. We don't have tailgating.
You have to have a parking lot, like actual space. You have to have people that are able to drive vehicles. You know,
we've got people who can drive vehicles. We just don't have parking lots. We have. It doesn't matter.
You can put a double decker. You put the big barbecue. If you have the open top double decker, you put the barbecue up on top.
Wait, are those buses real? I thought they were just around Victoria.
Oh, yeah. Apparently, they have used them in some other countries too.
Yeah, we got them there in BC, up in Victoria. They got the double-decker bus. So
I saw a guy in Kansas City who redid one of those buses, and he put Kansas City Chiefs logos all over it. And he's one of those like hardcore tailgaters that arrives at the stadium like 8:00 in the morning for a 12:00 game.
We don't tailgate like football teams. But
I sometimes wonder why the YouTube views aren't higher. But this, especially after this conversation, I'm like, we should be in the tens of thousands.
You gotta really spike those Canadian audiences. So Fortunately, most of them don't have internet, but they'll get it eventually. Someone will tell them.
Give me another unit, Bud. It's your turn. Give me a unit you would like to look at. Oh no, it's not your turn. Dayton, it's your turn. Give me a unit from there.
Ooh, I'm gonna go endless spells. Let's go.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
Do all of them.
Because I've typed Gitz in and I'm not retyping. It's too much effort.
What endless spells is Gitz? Gitz have Gitz specific endless spells.
Gitz have the best.
Go on then, Dayton. Read me one out. Which one you liking?
Best. What is it? The Skitter or
the moon?
Scuttletide.
No, Scuttletide.
Go
Scuttletide
off piste. Read the moon.
The bad moon. I've heard someone use that before. Isn't Nathan the one that uses it?
Nathan uses it all the time. I fucking hate that endless spell. It's so annoying to play against.
The Malevolent Moon?
Yeah.
Okay. The Malevolent Moon is contrary with the shaman raises a high carved lunestone sacrum of the bad moon and jabbers the right words. The statue swells into a crackling, glowing abomination that sweeps across the battlefield, wreaking havoc. Goes off on a 6, wholly within 12. Goes 12 inches, so she goes pretty far, eh?
Oh yeah, it's pretty fast.
She goes so far, eh?
Well, it's pretty fast, eh?
That's a speedy moon.
Yeah, but when she sets up, they roll the dice for each unit that has any models that passed across. And on 2 up, it suffers D3 mortal wounds, eh?
I mean, look, it's got the speedy flames off the back.
So it's like the big comet, eh? Like with all the casting that's going on in the game, the -1 can really do some damage. Especially if it's within 3, because then it's -2, eh? You may as well just pack her up.
Yeah, why are you even trying to cast spells? Like, it's no use. Let's put these scrolls back in the box, boys.
What a great Spanish accents those guys
In addition, can we get Rob to speak Irish?
Moon is amazing. Hits multiple units for D3 mortal wounds. Never mind, it's casting debuffs. I agree with that. I think the moon's great. Really, really good. Yeah. Okay. Bud, it's your turn for a unit. What you loving?
Okay, I'm gonna go endless spell as well. And one of my favorite, Mork's Mighty Mushroom.
Read it out, baby. Talk to me about what's the narrative for Mork's Mighty Mushroom.
Mork's Mighty Mushroom is a giant mushroom that comes out of the sky.
Can you do it in King Julian, please?
Oh, good. Well, hold on. I got to get into the King Julian. I can't find my narrative.
It's in the app.
Oh, yeah, it's in the app. I'll look in the app. So, King Julian, head, who'd leave a perfect good head lying around? Okay, so you have this Mork's Mighty Mushroom. Maurice, did you bring my mushroom? They're so tasty. And they come out of the sky, and it comes down.
Who's King Julian?
King from Madagascar. Oh my goodness. Mork's Mighty Mushroom begins as a single spore plucked from between the caster's filthy toes. Oh, he should clean them. I have someone who does that for me in my amazing hand. By the time it is flung at the foe, it is swollen into a fully grown mushroom. And within moments, it blooms into something huge and unutterably foul. So it's a stinky mushroom from between someone's toes. Cast on a 6. If successfully casted at wholly within 66 of the caster.
What's the average of 66, bud? Go! High school math.
I don't know. 3 times 6, 18?
Nailed it.
Okay, thanks. Wow, you put me like my heart flared there. After the model is set up at the start of each battle round, after setup, each unit within 8 inches of each model within 8 inches of setup, this model is enveloped by mutating spores. For each unit enveloped by mutating spores, roll a number of dice equal to the number of models from that unit that are within 8 inches of the model. For each 5 up, suffers a mortal wound. So I like that spell, but not at 90 points. I used to love it when it was, I think it was like 50 or 60 at one point,
60,
maybe.
I think.
Was it 60? Then I liked it because you throw it in the middle of a horde and it just stayed there and it did damage and people didn't like that side of the board anymore because there was a stinky mushroom. It's like, I don't want to be there anymore. There's a smelly mushroom.
I gotta say, like, I think the fact that that it's 80 points. Is it 80 points? 90 points?
I thought it was 90 now.
90 points compared
It's
to
just
that the Skaven Vortex being 80, or Gemini's being 70, or Bound Purple Sun being 60.
Purple Sun, yeah.
I think that we should really wait for the meta to adapt on that one as well. But I like the mushroom. I think it's cool. It's a great model to throw out. You just be like, fucking hand grenade mushroom. Which is, and
yeah,
66
Gitz have had
is
more
hilarious.
adjustments than Drukari, you know?
Oh, yeah.
The Gitz have had more severe changes and fixes than Drukari.
I want to know who got hurt so much by the mushroom. They were like, the mushroom, a problem. However, the vortex, no drama at all.
I did not cut down my base, by the way. It's still
such
on
a
the
good
original
model,
base.
man. It's such a good model.
It is. I love it.
It's fucking rad. Like,
It's a bong.
Yeah, it is a bong. It's a mushroom bong. Special points to anyone out there in Twitterland or any of you cutthroat fucking monsters from YouTube. Like when you've done like fucking
don't
beating
insult
up.
the YouTube, man. You're
I'm
gonna
not
lose
insulting them.
place.
I'm not insulting them. They know what they're about. They're fucking
You just
real.
fixed your window.
They're fucking serious. Like you don't fuck with them. Like, listen, once you guys have finished beating up a nan or something or whatever it is you're up to, and then you've like, that's what the YouTube guys do. They twack a car. Yeah, then they get in a car, like they twack a car, so taken without consent. They drive it around, do some three-wheeling, and then they just kind of chill out after, smoke a zoo, and then they just watch a bit of The Honest Wargamer. That's the YouTube audience.
Oh, that sounds so naff.
Pete, that is correct. It should be the Mushroom Bomb Cloud. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with any of that, so I'm gonna fucking move on.
Do we really?
Can we have a real talk for a sec?
Yeah, please.
Oh yeah.
Hey, bud, how many times have you beat Noah?
I've never played Noah.
You've never played against Noah, eh?
Well, okay, I'm a little scared too. Like that's like some little weedy grot madcap shaman saying I'm gonna have a duel with Scragrot. You know?
Is Noah Joe saying in this situation Scragrot?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh wow. The legend that is.
That is. Yeah, I'm 0-2 against him.
Apparently a legend. I'm going to ask him on the show next week.
With my list that went 4-1 in a really competitive setting, has never beaten Noah.
With his Boingrot Bounders?
With his Boingrot Bounders.
Wow. Okay. All right.
And there's our next unit.
Boingrot Bounders.
Oh, we're going to actually take this serious?
Well, apparently we're taking it. Taking it serious. Interesting
it's a Gitz unit. I just picked one.
Interesting that Gitz is a serious unit. Like Boingrots are the serious unit, but sure, here we go. Boingrot Bounders. Squig Riders who have managed to survive more than a single violently short-lived battle. Would you like it in an accent? I could finish it, or
Jamaican. Oh yeah, we want
I'm not
your
doing Jamaican.
Light of the Bad Moon
DVD or shop. No, I'm not doing Jamaican. I'm not. But anyway, Boingrot Bounders wear loon helms and skewer their enemies with wickedly pointed poking lances. 2 wounds, 4 up save, 2d6 move, bravery 5. Range of 2 inches with their poking lance, which is 2 attacks, force. Rend, though, can we talk about that? Rend 1, damage 1. And then the Fang-filled Gob, 2 attacks, 4s and 3s, Rend 1 damage. I mean, it's a lot of attacks per Boingrot. That's 4 attacks per grot. And then 2 wounds each with a 4 up save. And then after this unit has made a charge move, pick one enemy within 1 inch of this unit. This is the Boing Smash rule. And roll a dice for each model in this unit. For each 4+, that enemy unit suffers 1 mortal wound. That's good, eh?
Yep. Blocks of 15 flying around. 2 blocks of 15 flying around. It's a beautiful thing, man.
So what would that be? That would be like 7 mortal wounds on the charge, and then 15 times 4, so 60 attacks coming out of that unit.
Yeah, and on the charge in
Jaws
of Mork, the squigs are getting 2 damage.
Yeah,
wow. Each. So 30 attacks of damage too. Snufflers turn them up. Proper stabbing. Yep. Yeah, so Snufflers +1 attack.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Spicy.
And
then you can re-roll their roll if need be.
They can fly?
Yep, they fly too.
Would you say they're the best unit in all of Age of Sigmar?
Yes.
Yes. Both the
Wow.
model, both the narrative, and the rules.
That's
So it's
pretty-
a triple threat. It's a triple threat.
like this show, a triple threat.
So to go back to Jamaicans, I work with Jamaicans a lot.
Yeah.
They don't call me by name; they call me by my trade. They'd be like, "Yo, welder, get over here, fix this for me," and then they walk away, and I'm like, "I guess I gotta go over there and fix this."
So when I was a doorman, most people don't know this. So I worked for an all-black security company. I was the only white employee. Oh, actually, no, me and my Chechen friend Waka. Again, terrifying individual. That was fun. That was a real learning curve. An 18-year-old lad working with like mainly Jamaican and African, like 30-year-old doorman. It was a fucking experience, is all I'm going to say. All I learned was that apparently I like thin girls. That's all I learned. Anyway, right. So next up, new unit for who's Dayton? Your unit choice.
Lunatics.
Lunatics.
Loon Smashers.
Oh, Loon Smashers. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's go Loon Smashers. Loon Smashers.
Loon Smasher.
I'm not doing the accent anymore. You got it. Armed with a massive ball and chain. No, right. Armed with a massive ball and chain. Loon Smasher fanatics are driven loopy with potent fungus, bruised then unleashed upon the enemy in a whirling storm. Though they inevitably come to grief in the end, Loon Smasher fanatics cause bloody carnage first. They got a wound each. They've got a 6-up save. They move 2d6 inches, but they are bravery 10. But their weapon is d6 attacks, 4s to hit, 3s to wound, Ren 2, d3 damage. I don't think doing an accent, by the way, is casual racism in any way, shape, or form. I don't think accents can be that.
We're paying tribute to the.
Yeah, that's
That's
not
right.
how it works. I want you to know that. Because when I do a Zimbabwean accent, yeah, I'm doing Nathan Prescott. So there we go. So then they've got They've got the splat rule, which is if the charge roll for this unit is a double after the charge move, or after the charge fails, the unit suffers 1 mortal wound, and each other unit within an inch suffers d3 mortal wounds. Word and Death, this unit fights at the start of the combat phase, so they've got always strikes first. And then before the players pick up any of the units to fight in that combat phase, this unit cannot fight again in the combat phase unless that ability or spell allows it to fight more than once. So always strikes first. Is there like a build where it's just Loon Smashers? Like, you don't even... Because then the other rule, release the Fanatics, is you deploy them inside a unit. But is there like just fucking take max Loon Smashers? What's the unit size on Loon Smashers? Does anyone know?
You can get up to 10, I think.
Warhammer, War Scroll.
You have to be able to fit them. Oh, did I
Well-
find my? I did not find my Gitz book.
I 100% want to run this now. I want just...
So, in Warhammer Fantasy, these guys were terrifying. Like, you never charged.
Yeah, they block charges.
Yeah, you never charged a group of night goblins.
They're 140 points, the same as Sentinels. 140 points! Are you fucking mad? You can take them in units of 15.
15, okay. There you go. Do they get a bonus?
No
In
bonus.
max
No.
Oh,
Hey, hold on, let me make a
bonuses,
list.
come
Let me try and
on.
make a list really quickly. Where is...
can you set them up on their own?
You
Nope.
can set them up on their own.
You
Can you?
must pick a friendly unit of Moonclan Grots.
Okay,
that has
no
at least
problem.
5 models.
It's okay, I'm doing that. I'm making a list on the fly. It's going to be fucking mint. Get ready, hold on. Wait, 1, 2, 3 battle line. Smash that out. Oh, we've got loads of points, lads. And then we just need a leader. Doesn't matter which leader. Let's just do Loon Boss. No, let's take Scragrot, because he's brilliant, obviously. How many points we got left? Oh, we need some Snufflers. So here's a list. Yeah, smashed it. Absolutely fucking... Oh, 2 units of Snufflers. So here's the list, right? So it's 3 units of 20 shooters. Yeah?
Yep.
Yep.
So there your
Fives
battle
and fives.
line. Scragrot, who's the boss. 3 units of 15 Loon Smasher Fanatics, equaling 420 points per unit. 2 units of Sneaky Snufflers. It's fucking flawless. Yeah? Right? And then you say to your opponent, you're like, I've hidden 3 units of 15 Loon Smashers. And they'll be like, in 3 units, guess which ones? And they'll be like, would it be those 3 I can see? I don't have 140 points left over. I've got... I do. I've spent it on 2 units of Sneaky Snufflers. I mean, that's just to make it more narrative. How good would that be, though? What's the other version?
I don't even think anyone plays you once they see that list.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
They can't handle it.
No.
My question is would the meta adapt to that list?
No, that's at least a 45% win rate with that list.
Maybe 50.
Wow.
Maybe 50.
That's high.
Well, everyone wants me to take Spore
I'd
Splatters
kill for
instead.
that win rate.
Right, how much are
Spore
Spore
Splatters?
Splatters? Because you can do the same thing, right? You can have Spore Splatters are only 120.
And they can be deployed on the board. They don't have to come out.
But
Or
they've
they
only got
can't come out. They're on their
D3
own.
attacks.
But
They're a buff.
they go, or they block line of sight.
Start the hero phase. Friendly Moonclan Grot units holding 12 of any friendly units with this ability become frenzied, so you can add one to the attacks characteristic of melee weapons used by frenzied units at the start of the hero phase. Wow. Okay. So can you Spore Splatter and also Sneaky Snuffler some Boingrots?
You could. Yep.
Wow. So that means they would have 8 attacks per Boingrot.
Yep. Yeah, that's something. That's how many points are the spoon?
They're the spoon spatters.
I'm gonna spoon feed you spores.
The spoon spatters are cheaper. They're 120. So still 20 points more than a Shadow Stonker unit. They've got 1 wound with a 6-up save. They don't teleport for some reason. But they do have... they're not -1 to hit in close combat. But they do have D3 attacks that hit on 2s, wound on 4s, rend 1 D3 damage. So... Models are not visible to each other if an imaginary line is drawn across them, so they can block line of sight.
Yeah.
They're like a palisade and another spell that would buff you at the same time.
They're good.
Yep. I never see them. But
Noah doesn't use them, so they can't be great.
Well, but we can cheap out, right? So we don't have to have our Loon Smash units. Oh, wait, can you put them in a unit? No, you have to deploy them on the board.
Yeah.
Oh, that's way worse.
So they're the first ones to take the hit.
Who's gonna target those guys first?
Anyone that wants to shoot at the rest of the stuff behind it.
I mean, you can kill them with
that's
literally
right.
anything. They're 5 wounds with a 6-up save. They just fall away.
Just like the rest of the army. I would put them in behind and just use them. Give the double attacks to the Boingrots and hope you get the double turn. I mean because that's really my only way of winning is
So
Alpha Strike, get the double.
You'd play better, is what you do.
Oh yeah, I try to roll more 6s.
Have Tina encourage you in the background.
Yeah, have Tina bring me food while I'm playing.
As long as she doesn't fall off her chair.
No, she didn't fall off. Yeah.
Wait, you can Sneaky Snufflers. Spore Splatters don't
whatever.
work on. Spore Splatters don't work on Boingrots. Why?
What? Wait,
Oh.
where does it say that?
Oh,
It's
my
start of your phase. Friendly Moon Clan Grots units.
Oh my God, this is the worst. This is the worst. I don't want to. I don't want to take the Loon Smashers. Sorry, I only want to take the fucking I only want to take the Loon Smashers. D6 attacks. That's what I want. 15
Yeah.
D6 attacks. Quick math, bud. Go.
Wait, what?
15 D6.
Well,
45.
what am I rolling? Oh, you want the average? 15
Mhm.
times 3, 45.
Oh, nice. There we go. But isn't it 3.5 technically? But who cares? Like, that'll work.
Oh, okay.
45.
45
52.
plus 7.5. I don't know.
Yeah, who
Brings
cares?
the teacher on and quizzes them easy math questions.
So, anyway, D6 attacks. But then so from my 15-man unit, I would get 40. What did we say? What's the average? 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, 45
Well,
attacks.
it was a little higher.
Hit on 4s, wound on 3s, rend 2 D3 damage. Come on.
Okay, but remember, we're talking about theoretical probability, which is different than when actual rolls. So you'd
All
actually
sixes.
have to do those 45 rolls like hundreds of times to achieve your expected theoretical probability.
So what you're saying is we're going to get more.
We could. There's a chance. I'm saying there's a chance.
That's what I'll take. That's what I'll take.
All right, Fungoid Cave Shaman, the most allied unit ever.
Well, I was just wanting to work out that you could get 90 attacks max. 4s, 3s, Ren 2, D3
You always
damage.
look at max. Yeah, you always look at max.
Yeah, as you're expected.
Imagine if you had 90 attacks, you'd be like, what the hell that do D3 damage? That'd be fucking mint. My Kadai were always really cool because they hit on 3s, wound on 4s, but they were 5 attacks apiece, and I would run bricks of 12. So it would just be 60 attacks. And when you would like show people, they'd be like, what? That is a lot.
I like the option that you can throw them out in your opponent's face, but then they don't charge. So you're like, I was going to kill this 120 point battle line unit, but now you've given me 480 points. This is way better value.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me do some like quick like theory crafting. So like based on Smorgan's leak video, yeah. If I had a unit of Loon Smashers, when do they come out? Must be part of your army. Record this information. A unit cannot be blah blah blah. At the start of the charge phase, you can release this unit. Yeah. If you do so, you set up wholly within 3 inches of this unit if it's within more than 3 inches of the enemy units. Okay, so there's no way to like use this to run and then run away. Ah, that's a sad face. Okay. All right, what's the next war scroll you want to talk about? That's awesome. Everything is awesome.
Fungoid Cave Shaman.
Okay. Fungoid Cave Shaman's 4 wounds with a 6-up save, and he's got a 5-inch move and he's bravery 4. The story though is gibbering priests of Gorkamorka and speakers of the will of the bad moon. Fungoid Cave Shamans are as much mushroom as magic wielder. Their cunning and spellcraft are infamous, which is why if you play Gitz, you're allowed to cheat. And their spore squigs wreathe them in the fug. Yeah, you can cheat. Nathan said that's how you win with Gitz. You just cheat a lot.
That's what I've been doing wrong.
If you've not been cheating.
Yeah, I haven't been cheating. I need to.
It's actually in most event packs. It just says at the bottom, if you bring Gitz, feel free to cheat as much as you need.
Oh, I thought that was only in the 40k packs.
No, that's if you're in the ITC rankings.
That's if you've been giving coaching services.
Wow.
Right, so so he's got a moon sickle and some stuff, but he has got the mouthpiece of Mork, which is his model battlefield at the start of your hero phase. You can generate a command point on a 4+, which is quite nice. Once per battle, this model can attempt to cast an extra spell on your hero phase, and then the Spore Squig is a 4-up DPR on the model. So he's got effectively 8 wounds, which is kind of cool from the Spore Squig. And then he's got Spore Smuse, which is his spell, which casts on 7, and if successfully cast, each enemy unit within D6 inches of this model suffers D3 mortal wounds. Obviously, Nathan famous for making the Spore Maws Nado at an event and winning the event with the Spore Maws Nado. So that would be put the guy on top of a Balewind, and then also additionally take a spell portal. So you just only have to invest an additional 130 points into this. And then every model within 6 plus D6, every unit within 6 plus D6 inches of an 18-inch range from the spell portal will take D3 mortal wounds.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah,
broke it.
That's still cheaper than Scrygrot.
But it is points.
Cheaper.
Like he is super cheap, right?
He's 90, isn't he?
Yeah. For a 2-cast
for the Fungoid.
Yeah, isn't he 90? I thought he was just a little more than the Madcap. Come on, chat. Say, Bud, you're right. You're amazing. Or just say I'm amazing. I don't care if I'm right anymore.
Yeah, okay. Big shout out to Jacovin who just sent me a message and apologies for what he just messaged me about. Yeah, okay. I'll talk. Never mind. Loads of love to you if you're still listening. Nothing but love. and I'll process that after and get back to you and just say apologies and love you. Right, okay. Next unit. Oh no, do you want to talk about that unit more?
The Fungoid?
It's only 90 points.
He's only 90 points, which is pretty good for what he does.
For a 2-cast wizard.
Yeah.
To get those endless spells off.
Isn't it 2 casts once per game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, potato.
Okay.
Once per battle, once per phase. I mean, are we really gonna quibble over that?
No, I'm not quibbling over spilt milk or spoiled mushroom. I'm fine with that.
The chance to get that CP and the fact that he has a 4-up DPR, it's pretty good for a 90-point model.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think he's good. That's why the competitive build that we saw used to be kind of like the Ragnarok and all of the wizards, and they would just be casting spells because you just had so many of them. It was basically a gun line, but with magic, which was a little bit weird. So I understand that. Right, okay. What's the next one? I'm going to talk about the Ale Guzzler. I haven't talked about this fella in a while. 12 wounds with a 5-up save. Ale Guzzler Gargants that accompany Gloomspite hordes onto battle are often combating raging hangovers from drinking too much crude fungus brew. They fight for more barrels over the same foul stuff so that they can get inebriated all over again. They've got a massive club, which is... which is 3d6 attacks, 3s, 3s, rend 1, damage 1, an Headbutt, which is 1 attack, 4s and 3s, rend 3, and d6 damage, and then a Mighty Kick, which is 1 attack, 3s, 3s, rend 2, d3 damage. Aren't these super cheap, like crazy cheap, like 140?
Sure.
Sorry, I was getting mad at Tristan in the chat. Which unit are we talking about?
The Ale Guzzler Gargant. 160.
Yeah.
So he's the same as a Cauldron for Daughters of Cain.
It's same value, honestly.
Same value.
Both give the exact same presence.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's 8 inches for the movement on an Ale Guzzler.
And he falls over.
That's way better than 6. Cauldron's only 6. So right there. Way better.
Oh yeah.
That's the reason.
Is that the takeaway from this show?
What, yeah. The Ale Guzzlers are faster than a Cauldron?
That the Ale Guzzler is better than the Cauldron.
I think so.
I think you're right. Yeah. So expect next GHB the points to go up on the Ale Guzzler.
He's got 12 wounds with a 5-up save though. I like the Headbutt doing d6 damage at rend 3. Boom. Yep. That's so cool. What's a Mega Gargant? Does a Mega Gargant have a Headbutt or anything?
No, it has a Stomp and a Crushing Grip.
I suppose it would be really hard to headbutt when you're that much taller.
Yeah, especially against like Archeon or Nagash or someone that's,
the same height as you.
Yeah, if not bigger.
Maybe there should be like a... How would you feel about rules put in the game where it was like very specific model on model to like really understand the size? Like Mega Gargants can headbutt, and then there's like a list of models they can headbutt.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna model my Madcap so high, and then I'm gonna give my Madcap a headbutt rule, and my Madcap
unless they're on
the Ale Guzzler.
If they're on a Balewind Vortex, do D6 mortal wounds
when headbutting.
Yeah.
In addition, you get +1 to your headbutt because of the force of the Balewind propels you.
If you can headbutt a model, you cannot stomp a model. I agree. That makes that's science, right? So there should be like a pivot. They should have like on an Imperial Knight. You should just have 2 rules: either stomp or headbutt.
Yeah.
Except they don't headbutt. So.
Yeah.
We're adding rules for stuff that doesn't have the rule that we want to do the rule for.
I'm just adapting to the meta. Is what I'm doing.
I love this.
Is this where we go back to a Canadian accent? Or
this show was like a meta. This show is its own meta.
You know what he's doing though? He really wanted to bring us on, make joke of where the meta is actually at, so that he can really dish it out with Owen tomorrow morning.
What? I'm just hanging out, man, with my friends.
All a setup.
I just beg to be on, so some of us here get to be on all the time. some of us have to like beg and plead, and then there was a back and forth.
You just asked, and I said yes. It was one question.
Oh yeah, okay.
Jeez.
Sorry, I forgot. It was a long day yesterday.
Tell you what, next week. Hey, so just to round the show off, because obviously we've talked about Gitz, and they're obviously brilliant, and I'd like everyone to know that. To round the show off, what are your hopes and dreams? There you go. Look at. Do you want to hear my announcer voice one more time?
Yeah.
What are your hopes and dreams for the next edition? No, not next edition. For the next week's previews from Games Workshop.
Oh yeah, jeez, forgot about that. I hope to see the Sylvaneth rules.
Huh?
What?
I hope to see Sylvaneth rules.
You want to see Sylvaneth rules from Kragnos, Broken Realms Kragnos?
Yeah. I want to see rules, and I want to see more models.
There's a big rumor that the Sylvaneth stonks are going up.
I hope so. I really
big
do.
rumor.
Big rumor.
Yeah.
We're not allowed leaving this show too unless we do Gallapalooza. The Gallapalooza.
Hey, do I not get to talk about next week there, Dayton?
I just added it on. In addition.
That's in addition. Okay, sorry. I didn't know that was an in addition rule you were doing there.
Sorry.
I'm hoping for Soulblight rules that don't suck.
No.
Why? Why do you think they might suck?
Because they start with S.
When you get a battle tome, you're like rolling a dice on whether it's gonna be like good or not. So I'm hoping that So what are we saying? If we roll a 5 up, it's gonna be a good battle tome, and 1 to 4, it's not.
Okay, go for it.
And I want bat swarms and rat swarms to be a thing.
Why?
Use your Cursed City.
Why?
Yes.
Why do you like? I have no idea why anyone want bats and rats to be useful in game.
Because I love the idea of bat swarms flying across. Okay, I'm gonna roll. I got my Rob dice.
Okay, good.
Okay, so 5 up. It's gonna be good.
For the bin lords.
Yeah. Here we go. I rolled a 4. Sorry, it's gonna be a bad battle tome.
Yeah, because it starts with S. We determined that yesterday.
Yeah, but then we said Seraphon, or I heard you guys say Seraphon.
No, the S is silent.
Could you do?
Oh, it's Eraphon.
Yeah, it's Eraphon. Yeah.
Can
you ask me? Can you ask the dice, please? 5 up. Also, if Croak will be good. I need a hot take on that.
Shouldn't that be a 2 up?
No, it's a 5 up.
Okay, yeah. 5 up. Here we go. It came up, Rob. Definitely.
Oh, big 6.
Came up, Rob.
Oh shit. He is gonna be strong. Is the correct term. What? So you're just hoping for Gravelord news? You're not, because you obviously won't find out the power level of the book next week. Although that would be funny, Eddie to come on and be like, "Hey everyone, we got the new Gravelord's book. Been reading through it. Not great, if I'm honest." Like, just putting it out there, not great, but story fantastic.
Yeah,
like,
the models are great. These are some of the my favorite models that I've seen. The Games Workshop has put out. They always refer to themselves as Games Workshop, right? They never use GW.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Like, it's like we got to say Games Workshop every time. We can't shorten the word.
No one's heard of us.
It's like a brand thing.
Yeah,
I heard it once at an advertising.
GW is not out to make rules. Think, Mark. Think
this. That would be a cracking way to do it if everyone to resign. Yeah, that would be so funny. Not great actually, but thanks for tuning in. I'm looking forward to hearing. I just want to know where the story's going. Like, because you know how we had we've got the Broken Realms kind of narrative, and we know it's leading up to something. And we obviously had the Soul Wars, which came off the back of Nagash like doing his upside down pyramid shenanigans. I'd just like to know where that's going, and I'd like to know kind of the setting for the next edition, really, because it'll be I think it'll be a more stabilized edition, I guess, like narratively, because you can't have all of this upheaval and then like carry that upheaval on for the next 3 years, or maybe they will. I don't know.
Let's see destruction.
Huh?
And let's see some destruction too.
Oh, some destruction armies.
Yeah,
there's
been destruction. Even models, man, they've got nothing.
Who? Order.
Yeah. No, Destruction hasn't
Destruction.
gotten any models from the Broken Realms.
That's true. That's true. Maybe that means that we're going to see. I think Kragnos is going to be Destruction, though, right? That's what we're all hoping.
Oh, it's the dreams.
Okay, I'm vibing on that.
Gallapalooza.
Huh?
Gallapalooza. We're not allowed to leave.
Oh my god, we can't leave without the Gobbapalooza. Okay. Right, let's do this. Let's do this, Twitch chat. Gobbapalooza. Is it one war scroll, or do I have to individually read that? Oh my god. Scaremonger. Okay.
And voices for each one.
Okay. I'm not very good at this. Scaremonger can be French. Sacre bleu. The scaremonger capers and hoots from behind his terrifying glare-face mask. Where did I go with that?
Can you say, now go away or I will taunt you a second time?
Now go away or I will taunt you a second time. Okay, French.
The French went weirdly poor at it. Nice job.
Riding upon the grot-born skull of a cave squig, representing the immolated good beast, Boing Gob. Thanks, guys, Andy. I can't do the rest. Wait, cave squig, representing the immolated god beast, Boing Gob. There's a god beast called Boing Gob. Have we missed this?
We've just solved Kragnos.
Is Kragnos Boing Gob?
Yep. You heard it here first.
He puts the fear of the Moonclan Bogeyman into the Gloomspite hordes. So he's got 4 wounds with a 5-up save. And he's got 4 attacks that do D3 damage. It's pretty good.
He causes terror.
In the first battle round, add 2 to save rolls for attacks that target this model. In the second battle round, add 1 to save rolls that target this model. And he starts up on a 5-up save, so it'll be a 3-up save. It's also, like, you know, if you took the 9 Gobbapaloozas, you could screen, with 9 Scaremongers.
Yeah.
With 3-up armor saves.
On terrain.
2-up armor saves. Wow. The Bogeyman, in your hero phase, you can make a Gobbapalooza know-what's roll. So, on a 3+, pick a friendly Moonclan Grot unit wholly within 18 inches of this model and visible to them. You can reroll charge rolls and run rolls for that unit in the next phase. It's pretty good. And Slippery Git, subtract 1 from hit rolls for attacks made by the missile weapons that target this model, once within 3 inches of a friendly Moonclan unit with 3 or more models. But he's not a hero or character, so you can't get lookouts there as well.
Yeah, you can't double up.
You could screen with 9 Scaremongers.
He's 4 attacks, 4s and 3s, -1 D3, plus the shrooms, plus the sneaky snufflers, 6 attacks.
Yeah, man. Impressive.
I'm going to use my sneaky snufflers. I'm going to pick their ability for that guy.
Yep.
Right, next up
You're going to do it for the unit, right?
Huh?
Are they counted as a unit or individuals?
They're individual models, aren't
They're
they?
individual models.
Yeah, okay.
So then Brugit. Spigot stripping. The Brugit capers into battle with weird fungus potions bubbling in his Loonshine still. He drives quick and bonkers bargains. Oh, he drives quick and bonkers bargains. Need a comma there. He drives quick and bonkers bargains mid-battle, peddling his most potent might-enhancing brews to those grot heroes that can afford them. 3 wounds with a 6-up save. He's got Rend on his attack there, but only 2 of them. But he's got a hallucinogenic fungus brew. In the first battle round, add 2 to save rolls for attacks. Oh, have they all got that?
I think they all have that.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Loonshine Potion in your hero phase can make a know-what's roll, 3+. Pick a friendly Moonclan Grot hero within 18 inches model, and that is visible to them. You can reroll hit rolls for attacks for that hero until the next phase. You could really buff up a hero from these guys.
Bangler Squid.
Yeah, fella. Yeah, and
is
then
he
he's also,
he's
also -1 to hit. Then Spiker, 3 wounds with a 6-up save, and he allows you to reroll wound rolls of 1 for units for a unit wholly within 18. You could stick that on Boing Grots. That'd be good.
You can't do the Bangler with the Brugit.
Why?
Because it's not Moonclan.
Doesn't have the Moonclan Grot keyword.
Same with this Poison Brewer.
I'm trying to stay very positive, but the guy that
this is all getting into the fanatics. to smash us.
Yes, reroll once to wound. Yeah, into our 15 loon smashers. I'm in. Yeah, okay. So that's Spiker.
So you're rerolling hits. So we're rerolling hits now, and we're
rerolling charges.
And rerolling charges, yeah.
Yeah, and rerolling runs. And now we're rerolling once to wound. Yeah. And then the Boggle Eye, he's a wizard. Amazing. He's got the Mesmerize, casting value of 6. Pick a unit, one unit holding in 12 inches. If that unit is a friendly unit, it does not take battle shock tests. If that unit is an enemy unit, till the next zero phase, the unit fights at the end of the 5 phase. That's nice. He doesn't have a no what's it roll though, which is sad.
Can I just say, Donal says it doesn't work on the loon smashes either.
Oh my god.
Fuck me. Why? Okay. Oh my god. And then finally...
No, they're Moonclan.
Huh?
Not Moonclan Grot, though.
They're only Moonclan, not Moonclan Grot.
What is... Oh my god. It is... That's so bad.
You know when we talk about community comp? Yeah, and people are like, should we let Dark Eldar have like a 75-80% win rate? People are like, yeah, like, maybe. But the real uproar is if we accidentally let Loon Smasher Fanatics have their Moonclan Grot keyword. Yeah. That would imbalance the game beyond all measure. And I don't want anyone to... If anyone suggests it, I'll be livid.
So what was their issue? Like, they made Gitz and Grot two different things, right?
Reading comprehension, I think, was the main issue.
Yeah.
Like, but the Gobapalooza can get boosted by Spore Splatters. Nice. Do it the other way.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, 6 attacks on that one guy. We're good.
No, just be brave. Double sneaky snuffler him.
Just roll 6s. Get good.
Get good, you fucking goons. And then finally...
Another wizard.
The Shroommancer, yeah. He's got D3 attacks on his weapons as well. And his spell is the Fungoid Cloud. Cast on 6, pick an enemy within 18 inches until the next zero phase. Subtract 1 from hit rolls for attacks made by that unit. 8 inches. And subtract 1 from save rolls for attacks that target that unit. That's pretty good to put through a spell portal.
Yeah, it's almost better to use the artifact and just pick a unit and do it automatically. But yeah.
8 inches, though. It's not. Yeah. It's kind of like the Calitha's ability, actually. You know, the wholly within 18 inches.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
It's basically the same.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, reflected in their points. It's basically the same. I put a work down of the Plues on TJ says Knigget. I tried to put it on the Wargamer site, but didn't let me get a log on email. Okay, Knigget, I'll try and get that. I'd love to read it. It's just a big Game of Thrones reference. They kind of forgot about the Moonclan Grot keyword. Listen, it's been lovely talking to you two, but I've got to go out and do grafting. I've got sanding to do and what are the gubbins.
Well, I got to go take down the Owen Jackson. The Owen Jackson, eh?
You're going to go play Owen Jackson, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's fun. Bud, it's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Oh, yeah, thanks. I always have fun because you guys are awesome. Chat's awesome, too. I kind of like them, except Tristan.
Bud, do you want to raid someone?
Oh, yeah, let's go raid.
Let's go raid. Who would you like to raid?
Not creepy Russian guys that are cooking.
No, making scrambled egg. You're not into that?
No, they are not очень хорошо. It is плохо.
For the German fans out there. Okay, so would you like to raid...
That was Russian. Come on.
Oh, for God's sakes, I'm sorry. Would you like to raid Warhammer people, or who would you like to raid?
Warhammer people.
Warhammer people. Okay.
Not
Bob
Jim
Ross
Bethel.
is on right now.
Huh?
Bob Ross is on right now.
Raid Bob Ross.
He's not.
No.
What? So there's someone painting some weird demon thing. There's someone painting a Nurgle Space Marine. There is someone painting Blood Angels, or there's someone painting a mini little knight thing, or there's the Sunday hobby hangout, and they've got apparently huge news.
huge.
Wait, was that the GW site?
No, this is the Sunday Hobby Hangout with huge news. Hobby time at Healy's. Do you want to raid them? They sound fun. Let's raid them.
Oh yeah, sure.
Let's raid them. Plus, they've got 4 people in their panel, so I'm excited to hear what the huge news is.
maybe the host is Hugh J News.
That's 100% my stream name for next week. Listen, you two have been a pleasure. Twitch chat, you've been a pleasure. Everyone listening to the podcast, stay hydrated. Thank you very much. Everyone who watches YouTube, obviously after you finish like hiding whatever tools you've done to commit small petty crimes, thanks for tuning in and hitting like and subscribe. And thanks to everyone on Patreon. You are wonderful, brilliant people, and you're very much appreciated. So let's go do the raid. Don't forget when we raid to ask them for toughs, demand them, like with the YouTube people asking for protection money from our local Games Workshop. You guys got any shout-outs before we head out?
Party at the All Points, I guess. You got the 2 hosts here.
Yeah, party at the All Points. But we don't want more than 69 subscribers.
Yeah, we're on 69 viewers, right? Our followers right now. We really don't want to break that magic.
So shout out to us, but also don't follow us.
Yeah, listen to the
Unless
episode,
you come
but don't
in a
follow.
pack of 100. We need packs of 100.
All right, perfect. All right, my shout outs to the Twitch chat. Love you forever, Twitch chat. Yeah, see you soon. Bye.